It's been quite a weekend for Sam Altman. Within just 48 hours, he was fired by OpenAI, almost re-employed, and then employed by none other than Microsoft's Satya Nadella himself, who he was working quite closely with during and after the launch of ChatGPT, which practically brought the world of AI into the common man's domain. Altman has pretty much been the AI rock star. Almost everything he's done over the past 1 year has received a lot of attention. So his sudden ouster from OpenAI came as a rude shock to many, including himself. The firing and hiring has raised many questions, like why did Satya Nadella waste absolutely no time in announcing that Sam Altman and Greg Brockman will be joining Microsoft to lead the new advanced AI research team. First, let's try to understand what exactly happened. The OpenAI board in its blog post said that it had followed a deliberative review process and concluded that Altman was not candid in his communication with the board, and thus that hindered the ability for him to exercise his responsibilities. When the news of the firing broke, OpenAI faced pressures from a bunch of sources, including major investors like Microsoft, which had invested over $10 billion in OpenAI. According to the Wall Street Journal, Microsoft as well as venture capital firm Thrive Capital were the ones trying their best to restore Altman as the CEO, but the company's board refused to budge. According to news report, OpenAI had sent a memo to its employees saying that this was the only way to defend the mission of the company. So now Satya Nadella himself has roped in Altman as well as Brockman into Microsoft. But why is the Microsoft boss so keen to work with Altman? Let's look at a couple of facts. One, it is that Altman was himself the one who flew down to Seattle to meet Nadella back in 2019, where he demonstrated OpenAI's model, which then led to that $1 billion investment from the tech giant. Since then, Microsoft has gone ahead and invested billions more into the AI startup. In fact, Microsoft also integrated the tech into their own search engine, coding tools, as well as cloud. Second, it is what the future plans really look like. According to reports in The Verge, Altman was inching at a startup to build certain AI chips, in fact, to rival NVIDIA. This had attracted Microsoft as well. This whole incident also comes just a week after Microsoft said that they have built their own custom AI chip, which could then avoid a costly reliance on NVIDIA. Altman and OpenAI had in fact been working with Microsoft to refine and test the Maya AI chip. Third, Altman has more than enough experience with tech startups. He is now a household phenomenon, cozying up with world leaders and making routine appearances at tech events, becoming a familiar face with the likes of Meta's Mark Zuckerberg and even Elon Musk. So it's not surprising that Nadella seemed determined to keep him around. Satya Nadella in his X post said that Microsoft will continue to support OpenAI and is pretty confident of its product roadmap and the ability for them to innovate. He's even looking forward to get to know Emmett Shear and the OpenAI's new leadership team. The board has gone ahead and roped in the former Twitch CEO and co-founder, who will now be replacing that interim CEO in Meera Murati. Interestingly, Shear has also been a part-time partner at startup accelerator Y Combinator, which Sam Altman ran before joining OpenAI.